He's gonna cover the from everlasting to everlasting, thou art God. From everlasting to everlasting, thou art God. Thou art God. From everlasting to everlasting, thou art God. From everlasting to everlasting, thou art God. From the beginning, wherever the earth was, you were there. You were there. You had creation in the palm of your hand. Sun, stars, heaven above, and earth below. The tide of the sea and the direction the winds blow. A humble servant you have made in me. A humble servant you have made. And my only desire is to follow thee. Everlasting, everlasting, from everlasting to everlasting, thou art God. From everlasting to everlasting, thou art God. From everlasting to everlasting, thou art God. From everlasting to everlasting, thou art
All right. Shalom, family. Shalom. Thank you for coming. Shalom to Debo08, Uriah, Cassie C, Dolly, Black Thought, Ciano, Logan, Naja, Johnson, Darren Anderson, Crystal Clear, 820E4C, F7JH, Katie 84, Golden Leopard 97, Maurice Carlisle, Tareen Rain Reloaded. Let's see who else we got here. Ahaya's Daughter, FA11234, August Dreams, Lord Mall 3, what's up? August Dream, Jamal Bay, Kathy, Mega Old School 76. Let's see, Golden African. Let's see, who else do we have here? Astarte Jones. Anne. Black Cobra, Ninja 5. Dark Void, The Real Rap. Mike Berry, 2002. Jet Black, Sigman. Craig J, Leo Johnson. IDK, what's that? ALSLSTON. Scales, I'm sorry, kind of lost my place here. I don't want to miss anybody. Scales of Matt. Dallas Prim. Sister Outsider, Sunny. Hi, Sunny, what's up? John B. Leo Johnson. Regina Davison. Jazzy, 34 Jazzy. Gaddafi, Rael. Peggy Davis. Zion's Data. Sister Lovely K. Michelle W. Tia Love. Brother Da Sarah. Jada T. Big Chuck. Yisrael Forever. Chris and Dallas. Paulette Jordan. All right. I'm sorry if I missed anyone. Richard Copeland. King Hebrew. I think that's Noomsi. Fuck you. Okay. What a name. M. Cook. Gwen B. Dark Knight. Tia Love. All right. I think I got everybody. And if I didn't get you, you know I love you. All right. We're going to go ahead and get started, y'all. Hi, Shining Star. Welcome. And Richard Copeland. So all of you, welcome, welcome. King Stan, what's up? What's up? What's up? All right. We're going to go over a few things. I'm going to share my screen with you. Yeah, well, I don't know about meeting with Trump on anything, but I guess it's their decision. All right, share with everyone. All right, y'all. We got a coon on the scene. A coon has popped up on the scene, y'all. A coon. This is a Florida lawmaker by the name of Kimberly Daniels. This just came up today. This is a story that came out on March 1st. And she says, this coon says, I thank God for slavery. I already want a bitch slapper. I thank God for slavery. If it wasn't for slavery, I might be somewhere in Africa worshiping a tree. This is what this dumb, stupid ass said. And you look in the background, bunch of white people, right? She's just cooning it up. Florida State Rep Kimberly Daniels. Yes, it's a coon on the scene. Kimberly Daniels, thanking God for being a slave. I mean, where did they find these people from? Seriously, where did they dig up these coons from? I tell you what, that's one thing they can always do. They can always dig up a coon. And she's from Florida. So I guess enough said, right? Any relations to Lee Daniels? That's a good one. Hey, Pinky. Yeah, she's a Christian. From what I understand, she is actually a minister. I don't know what kind of church she has down there in Florida. Yeah, I can't stand people like this either. I mean, I'm just nauseated from what she said. I don't know what to say, but we're gonna have coons all the way to the bitter end, y'all. So there's nothing we can do about that. Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah, I guess she didn't receive enough butter biscuits, so I don't know. Could be a relative of Jesse Lee, Jesse Lee Peterson, the wet turd. Swear that man looked like a wet turd. Yeah, she is, Maurice Carlisle. She is on that Christianity pipe. You got that right. I don't know what's in the pipe, but she's definitely smoking it. Hi, Darryl. Oh, Darryl's in the house. Darryl Clewis. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Um, do you mind coming on and talking about Black Spot TV? Hold on. Let me see if I can get the link. Sometimes this link does not work. I don't know why. Hold on one second. All right. Let me see if this will work. All right, here, Darryl, here's the link. I don't know if it'll work, but give it a try. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I'm sorry. I'm not thanking any damn body for being a slave. That is out. All right, let me know if the link does not work. Yeah, Loretta's being a thorn in my side lately. Okay, 5 minutes. Sounds good. All right. I'm going to send it to the email that you just listed. Hold on. I'm going to do that right now. Yeah, I got to get the link again. 1 second. Let's see. All right. Shalom, Mother Nature. Welcome. That's your home state, Paulette Jordan? Hey, don't worry about it. There's a lot of coons here in New Jersey, too. Too many. Yeah, unfortunately, you know, these people coon it up because they think that's the winning side, you know? They think they're on the winning side of everything, and they don't realize that these people are actually losing. So, hey, let them go down with the devil. Who cares? Hey, Elder Rashawn Shakur, welcome. Welcome, Nathan Blankson. Greetings.
Greetings. Am I there?
You're
Can you hear me?
there. You're there. Hey. Hey, brother, what's up?
Oh man, it's our work. You know how it is.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good to hear from you again. All right, now you need to tell us all about Black Spot TV because you know we're all still getting the word out that it's up and running now.
Right.
And
Well, let's see.
okay, go right ahead. You got the floor.
Oh no, okay. I thought you were gonna ask me something. I'm sorry.
No. Go right ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, like I said, Black Spot TV has been launched. We've launched the web platform, the Android platform. We expect the iOS app to be out for iPhone to be out sometime between now and Friday, depending on Apple. And it's our own independent black form. Excuse me, I said black form instead of platform, but platform. We've got absolutely no ties to YouTube or anything like that. Everything is stored on our server, and what we're looking to do with all the features that we've added, from not just the ability to upload video, but you can live stream via the website and the apps. We've got what we would be considered a Patreon feature on there, so that you can set up subscriber models so that you only release content to the people who support your channel. Of course, you can donate. Of course, if you if you create web series, if you create animations, if you're a comedian, if you do independent films or whatever, we also have a pay-per-view feature there on the available to you, so that you can release that content and rent and or sell that content to be released to the masses. So our goal in building this thing is to build something that is comparable to YouTube, that we can wean our people off of these mayo platforms with, but also something that content creators can make a platform where everybody can eat. So not
Yeah,
just a
that's what
situation.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about. Ever since Black Spot came out and people kind of got to know me, I've always been talking about group economics. So, I would be a hypocrite if I didn't build platforms so that the content creators and the people who use their genius and their creativity to create all this great content couldn't get paid. And
Now,
so,
now, Darryl, I was having trouble uploading.
mhm.
Was there an issue, or should it be, should I give it another shot? I haven't
You should.
tried again.
Right, you should give it another shot. We did have an issue with Chrome that we fixed the day before yesterday,
Okay.
and so that's been fixed or whatever. It was like people were like, "Well, I can't upload MP4s," and I'm going through and I'm testing. I'm like, "Okay, what's the problem?" And I found out that everybody was on Chrome, and so then we dug into it and we found the issue. So
Okay.
so
Good.
that.
All right. Thank you, Forza P91. But all right, so now we can do really everything that we could do on YouTube and really beyond on Black Spot TV. So really,
Right.
there is no reason why all of us shouldn't be over there.
Yeah. You have to complain about your channel being deleted. You don't have to complain about somebody's trolling me, or somebody doesn't like my content, or they're thumbing down your content, because typically, unless it's pornography or twerk videos or something like that, nobody on Black Spot TV is going to thumbs down your content or report it as spam if you speaking the truth from our point of view. And if you're speaking the truth from our point of view, then I'm not going to delete you. So cut off your money. So.
Yeah, I mean, they hit me with the strike saying that I was on here doing hate speech. So,
yeah, well,
I for like a week, I couldn't even live stream from the channel that I'm on now. So, YouTube will do that. And they seem to be doing it a lot, especially to Black YouTubers. And that's another reason for us to be, going over to a platform like yours.
right. Oh, they hit me with a strike for posting a video showing affiliates how to shorten their links. I got a strike for that one time, and I was like, what are you talking about? So
Yeah.
they watch what they watch, and again, the thing that we have to remember in everything, and it's the same thing that Marcus Garvey and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and since Reconstruction, the greats have been trying to tell us, is that as long as we play on their field, they can move the goalpost. But at the moment where we elect to start doing for self and creating our own fields to play on, then that brings the power back in our hands.
Exactly. And and that's what it's all about. We have been so beaten down for so long. Many of our people have just gotten comfortable in oppression, and they don't even try to get away from it at all.
At all. But I mean, and that's the thing that we have to get comfortable with, is that everybody can't go. The lady who's talking about, oh, well, I'm glad for slavery because I would have been over there worshiping a tree. Well, if it's a tree that your ancestors were buried under, then won't you reach back to the ancestors instead of that Caesar Borgia or whatever his damn name is, and actually get somewhere. Exactly. But everybody can't go. And so with Black Spot TV, or any of the other projects that we're working on, I don't ever feel like that it's my job to change people's minds.
Right.
What my job is to have platforms in place so that when people wake up to what's really going on and really get serious about building new Black society, that they have a safe space that they can come to, and then they can just jump on and put their hands to the plow too, and we can all just continue building.
Exactly. Now, are we able to migrate our videos from blackspot.com to Black Spot TV at this time?
No, we didn't add that feature. because of the fact that when you migrate from YouTube, then YouTube gets the credit. And I'm not trying to give these gray boys any more money than what they've already made off our people.
Uh-huh.
So you have to re-upload or whatever, but that saves us from putting money in their war chest.
Yeah. Now, see, that's one thing about the the screenshot capture that I use. I can just do a direct upload from my Mac without even using YouTube, and I love that. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need YouTube to be in my way when I'm trying to be on Black Spot TV.
Right. And that's the other thing. The platform's going to grow. We've got a lot of updates that we've already got planned. Y'all know that we were pushing the crowdfunding for a while. We got a little bit more than half of the money. And so, what I decided to do is just, instead of waiting to the end of the crowdfunding, I decided to build with what we had at the time, kind of like everybody said Umar should have been doing, just build with what you got at the time or whatever, and we're able to move forward. So as we grow and we start generating revenue, you're gonna see the speed of the site get faster. You're gonna see more features added. I mean, we looking at adding something that works kind of like YouTube Red and some other things here in the next coming months or whatever. But it's just the fact that it's just the point of getting the people on there, getting the content creators behind us, getting them making money so that we can start making a little money, and then everybody's making money, and then we just grow it and build it. I mean, we of course we know it's not an overnight process or whatever,
Right.
and but I mean, again, we the first people. You know what I'm saying? If we can't build it, it can't be built.
Amen. That is so true. So tell us about the other projects that you have. So we have blackspot.com, Blackspot TV, and isn't there also something for dating?
Yeah, we have blackdate.com. That's available on the web as well as on Android and iPhone. And it's a dating platform for Black singles, to where you can go on, create a profile, excuse me. It's got a little bit of everything besides chat, video and voice chat in there. We also have something that works kind of like a Tinder type feature where you can swipe left to right and meet new people like that. And so I tend to stay, the issue with kind of the way my mind works is that I build this stuff, I put it out there for a while, and then I just kind of move on, and I really need to do a better job at the promotion aspect of it or whatever. But that's definitely there too, and it's a fantastic program, fantastic software. If you're single or whatever, and you're looking, then be single and look on a platform that's Black owned, that's gonna cater to exactly what it is you're looking for. Because what I found from singles that I talk to and interview, especially in this conscious pro-Black, Black aware space, is that once you really get consciousness, the hardest thing to find is love.
Yeah.
Just because of the simple fact that you don't want to be, as I guess as the Christian folks say, unequally yoked. You don't want to be trying to build Wakanda and you got somebody that's over here cooning at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things that we really need to be pushing, but it is there, it is available, and it's really as it grows, as the word spreads about it, it's going to be a great platform for Black singles to be. And I go through, and my team goes through the platform, and I will tell you that when we see the other folks try to get on and feel like that they're gonna try to undercut our sisters, their profiles get immediately deleted.
Right, there you go. And thank you, FA11234. Thank you. And last but not least, what kind of things do you have in place for the invaders?
As far as, wait a minute.
Trolls coming and thinking they can disrupt the Black Spot TV or blackspot.com.
Right. Well, we've got a team in place.
If we suspect something.
Oh no. Well, there's definitely, if somebody uploads a video on, just talking about Black Spot TV.
Yes.
If somebody uploads a video that is against our our terms of service and our community rules. If it's disparaging to Black people, they try to come with that alt-right BS and all that other stuff. And of course, you can immediately report that video, and one of our team will look into it and delete the video and the channel and the person and ban and block them. Um, uh, for that offense or whatever. If you see some pornography or something that, you know what I'm saying, that shouldn't be. I mean, we know what the deal is. Even though YouTube, when it first started out, was mostly pornography before they ratcheted it down. I mean, we're trying to keep all that energy down because we're a little bit more advanced than that now. As far as Black Spot, we don't have the issue with Black Spot having trolls anymore because it's not an open community. It's a safe space. It's a country club for Black people. So you have to pay on there, and we know most of these uneducated trailer apes are busy spending what money they got on fentanyl and opioids, and so they're not interested in paying $9.97 in order to come on there and call you niggas. So
Well, yeah, my subscribers are real creative. They came up with a good name for them. We call them the opioid pillbillies.
Pillbillies. I love you. I'm going to steal that, but the first time I used it, I promise to give y'all credit. I promise. The first time.
Yeah, because there's been some issues over there on Black Junction with trolling. I had one come in and start thumbsing me down and causing some problems over there. And they finally got a block in place where once you block the person, they can no longer see your channel at all.
Exactly. And we have that function available on Black Spot TV. That was one of the upgrades or whatever that we added prior to launch. And so if you got somebody that's doing dirt on your channel, then you can on Black Spot TV block people, block subscribers from your channel. They won't see your content. They won't be able to comment and or like or dislike the video.
Right. Now, will I be able to gather the family together and do a live stream and show some throwback movies?
Oh yeah. Live streaming is available. We have something like the super chat function. So they're in the live stream. If people want to be able to donate to the channel, they can do that as well. And so you can share your screen. You can do all that good stuff.
Okay.
Right there on the platform, and of course you can comment and put comments and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff that, like I said, we are planning on adding, but those functions and that functionality is in there right now.
Okay, so now we are heading towards our next spring and summer, and we know sometimes the natural disasters happen and it impacts our people. Would we be able to do crowdfunding on Black Spot opposed to going to some of these other like GoFundMe and
right? Well, we're working on an addition because we had it on the old Black Spot 2.0. We're working on an addition to the Black Spot 3.0 so that you will be able to crowdfund on there. We've also got some really we're working on it. I'm trying to figure out how to say it without saying too much, but we are working on a plan to be able to not only invest in Black business, but also on a very large scale basis, be able to develop Black infrastructure on the home continent as well as here. And so we're pulling together finance people, architects, scientists, engineers, different things like that. I really can't say too much because we getting everything in place, but we've got some big things planned over the next year and building some relationships between here, the Caribbean, Brazil, and the continent or whatever, to be able to do some big things and be able to provide some opportunity for business development, new businesses, as well as jobs and repatriation in a lot of different ways. And we're really excited about that also.
I hope that, we see a lot of positive things coming up because, China is over in the continent of Africa. And one of the things that they plan on doing is providing internet for over 100 million Africans. You know, I was really shocked to find out only 10% of that huge continent, only 10% of it has internet. That's it.
Right. Right. Well, I mean, it was always the Euro plan to kind of keep Africa in the dark, because if you
Yeah.
remember, when the British pulled out of a lot of territories, one of the first things they did back in the day was pull up the railroad tracks and railways and different infrastructure that they had. So they robbed the continent. And then when they got pushed out, then the first thing they wanted to do was tear up the rail systems, so that Africans for themselves couldn't use, you know what I'm saying, use that as payment and be able to set up their own transfer between different places. There's a lot of opportunities open to us, but we're going to have to work together.
Yeah.
One of the things I talk about on a regular basis, Lisa, is that I used to do product sourcing for Japanese companies, and I would connect them with farmers here in America who grew pecans, pistachios, almonds, different stuff like that, and work out ways for those to be bought and then shipped to China. And so there's no, with as much land and the various types of temperate climates and stuff like that, there's no reason why we can't undercut these white U.S. farmers and grow our own pecans in Africa, grow our own almonds in Africa for the specific purpose of being able to ship over to the Chinese and cutting that transfer time down from 45 days to 15 days.
It's funny you're bringing up pecans. When I was growing up, my grandmother had 8 pecan trees on her property down south in Georgia. And that's how she paid her property taxes every year. She would take them to a manufacturing company in town where they would shell them and package them and everything. And they gave her money for it. And she had 8 trees. So she took tons of them down there, and she would just take that money and pay her property taxes. And I didn't even know until I got older, where my aunt started telling me my grandmother owned the houses on both sides of her. And not only did she pay her property taxes, she paid the property taxes on those 2 houses too. I mean, she was quite a businesswoman and did it all with pecans. I mean,
right, but that just as an example is a lucrative business. So, you know, again, we for as much as we feel our Africanness, we as African Americans are the most copied people on the planet. Everybody watches us because we have a specific experience. And so what we need to do is, we need to throw off the Euro training and brainwashing of not wanting to connect with our African brothers and sisters and forget all that. Oh, they don't like us. They don't. Well, all that is BS. Don't worry about all that. Let's figure out ways to work together to get this bag, because there's absolutely no reason why 1/10 of the world population should be in control of the other 9/10. And the only reason they're in control of the other 9/10 is because the 3/10 of us that are here in the African diaspora won't get together, stand up, and do exactly what it is that we need to be doing.
Exactly. You know, well said. And, you know, we all have to, we have to relearn and learn how to trust each other. We have been so conditioned to believe that we can't trust each other. And that is also a huge problem in our community. I mean, you know, to this day, they'll still trust the white man and his word over, you know, any of us, you know, and that still is a very much ongoing problem in our community.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But I mean, but change is coming, because if you really look at the landscape and the trends for the things that are going on, the one thing that you finding is that people are really getting tired. You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of people who have been talking for years, from blog talk radio to this to that and the other, and they have made it their mission to reinforce what the Black problem is. But people are looking for solutions. And so I feel like that if we always stay in the space to where we are not only talking about, but offering opportunity and solutions for us to do better, then that's where the narrative is going. Because if you look at these millennials and you look at the younger people, a lot of times, because I'm 44, right? And so a lot of times you hear people my age and older talking about the disrespect from younger people, right? But the young people don't really have a reason to respect us, for
Right.
the simple fact that we haven't provided an opportunity to where they don't have to beg and borrow from other cultures and communities in order to make their daily bread. And so I feel like that the next, for me, the next 20, 40 years or whatever it is, has to be dedicated toward using what I know, what I've learned, and what I've got to create a situation to where we can network and create opportunity so that these millennials and younger can take the ball and really, 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 really run with it. Because, people forget that Dubai was built in 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And so there's no reason why we as Africans in the diaspora can't build our own Dubai's plural over
Yeah,
the next 20 years.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. But it's good to know that we have somewhere to go on a Black platform, and YouTube is not our only option. Not anymore.
Uh, and again, having options is what's important. Because it's things that you can do on YouTube. I'm not taking away from that. The only thing we say is do your Black stuff on Black Spot and Black Spot TV.
Right.
Because then you can leverage. Because what I'm saying, if you're using, because I use Facebook all the time to tell people about Black Spot. You know
Right.
what I mean? Because Facebook will not run my ads for Black Spot. I have yet to get an ad approved for Black Spot or Black Spot TV. I mean, they're just not gonna do it. But you know what I'm saying, but you reach people. You might reach 3 people today. Might reach 5 people tomorrow. In a situation like YouTube, you might reach 5 people, 10 people, or 50 people, and be able to move them over or whatever, and that's cool. Again, Dr. Amos Wilson said that we have to use everything in order to create what it is that we want. So we know that in Black space, most of the books and stuff like that that's written have to do with theology and history and spirituality and stuff like that. But we need that, but we also need science and architecture and growing crops and different stuff like that. And in a lot of these cases, we're going to have to take textbooks and other works and creative stuff, finance or whatever that's written by Europeans, but look at it from that African perspective and then turn that and use it to our advantage that makes us as Africans more powerful.
Yes. Yes. Oh yeah, I definitely agree with that. I'm just excited. I'm excited about Black Spot TV. Even just 3 years ago, I would be sitting around saying, look at YouTube. Why can't we have something, where we can go? And now we have that. So what I'm saying to all of my subscribers that are here now, there is no excuse for you not moving over to this platform when it's up and running now. So it is no excuse. We can all start migrating over there. I'll still be doing videos on YouTube, but we definitely have to start spending more time on Black Spot TV than we are on YouTube. It is time to make the transition. It really is.
And it's a freeing feeling too. That's the one thing. Like I remember when we started Black Spot, when you came over and people like Radical Home Goddess and stuff like that came over. It's encouraging to me to see how people react when they really feel free in a space, when they really feel safe in a space, not where a space where they whoever they work for is going to go down through and look at their timeline and they you know the Europeans have their little country clubs and their little whatever spaces, and they can get on there and they can nigga, but
Yeah.
it's off the grid, it's off the main, and so they're able to do, you know, say what it is that they want to do. We want to provide the same thing for y'all, and so the one thing that I tell people, and please understand, I wish, I really do wish that Black Spot could be a free, open platform, and only Black people would join, and only this and only that, and the same thing with Black Spot TV. But when we as Black people create anything, we know that there's a different set of challenges that comes with whatever we build, because we're not separated from these people by language. We're not separated with these people by interest, because because they look at everything that we do, because a lot of the stuff, just about everything that we do makes money from these people. And it's not just rap, it's not just movies, it's not just stories like the lady who did the Terminator and the Matrix or whatever. Uh, these Europeans make money off the fight videos that they post on Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or different stuff on cops and stuff like that. And so if we're going to rebuild stuff, then we have to be willing to really be in support of that. So if you go to Black Spot, please don't be alarmed. It's $9.97 a month. And, you know, if it's not for you, there are other platforms out there. We completely understand. The base model for we have a free aspect of Black Spot TV, but we also have different layers. You know, for it's $1.99 a month or $9.97 a month or whatever for content creators or whatever. But again, we provide you with your own platform, so it's something that you control. It's something that we help you protect or whatever. And you know, because of the nature of our business, venture capitalists aren't coming offering $3.5 million in order to be a Black Spot because they want their percentage, and we don't really want their money like that anyway. Because
Right.
if we do, then we got to sell you out, and that's why
Now, can we get stocks in Black Spot?
I'm glad you asked that question. Here in the second quarter of the year, we are preparing we're preparing to open up so that people can buy stock in the Black Spot. The way we have it set up is we actually have our B300 crew, who were people who donated during to a certain amount to the crowdfunding.
Yes, I'm one of them.
Yeah, you're one of them. And so you guys are gonna get first dib on preferred stock options for the Black Spot, and then we're gonna open up some things privately to everyone else. The main issue that we're having right now, the thing I'm dealing with my attorneys right now, is setting up everything so that we don't have the SEC breathing down our necks, because we're trying to keep this thing as Black as possible and only sell shares in the Black Spot to Black people. And so that's the main thing we're working on, besides getting the and I don't know what's going on with my voice right now. It just is going. But we're also getting our numbers together so that you guys can see exactly what we've made, what we've done, and the profitability of exactly what it is that we're doing, so you guys can make an intelligent decision in order to be able to buy in and feel comfortable about your investment.
Oh, wow. I'm excited about that.
Always working. That's why I'm always working on something.
Yeah, that's good. But thank you for coming on. You know, I just wanted everybody to know about Black Spot TV. Some people knew, and then I had a few people that were still asking questions, which, you know, indicated to me that they still didn't know a lot about it.
Right. I understand. And I appreciate you having me on for just a minute or whatever. I don't want to derail your show or whatever.
No, you know, you're not. Believe me, this is welcomed.
Well, I'm from the country, so you don't want to overstay your welcome. So
no, you're fine. You're fine.
But now, thank y'all for having me on. And we are at www.blackspot.tv or .com. So if you want to go to the main platform, it's .com. If you want to go to the video on demand site, then it's blackspot.tv.
Okay. So there you have it, everybody. Get over there and join.
Thank you, Lisa. Love you. Y'all have a great show.
Oh, you too. Thank you. Thank you for taking your time out and talking to us. Peace,
Bye bye.
brother. All right, y'all. So that was some excellent information from Darryl. And it's very easy to join. And they're really good about fixing any issues that you may have when you get over there. Every time I had an issue and I brought it to their attention, it always got resolved. I can't even think of one occasion when it didn't happen. Hi, Ancient Melanin. You must have just slipped in. All right. All right, y'all. We got more things that we're going to talk about. Definitely. Let me just put the web address there. Black Spot TV and blackspot.com. So you can get over there and join. I'm really excited about Black Spot TV. I definitely want to get on that platform and take advantage of it and get my videos uploaded over there. And it's another place I can put the kind of videos that I know I can't do on YouTube over there. And I was asking about the movies on LiveStream over there because, maybe we can do like a movie night and get on LiveStream over there on blackspot.com since they have live streaming there, and we can watch a couple of throwback movies together. Grab the popcorn and just shoot, just gather and watch some good throwback movies. Like we can watch what's a good throwback movie? There's so many. We can do yeah, movie. Yeah, a cool movie night, What's that one I'm thinking about? Not Pootie Tang. Y'all know Pootie Tang. Not that one. It was another Hollywood Shuffle. We can do Hollywood Shuffle. Coolie High. See, now there's Shaft. See, y'all know some good Superfly. Rage in Harlem. See, those are good throwbacks we can watch. Crooklyn. Now, that's a one I haven't seen in a long time. I ain't seen Crooklyn in ages. Coming to America, The Last Dragon, Claudine. Yeah, see, those are good ones. Friday, Harlem Nights. Yeah, we'll just do like a throwback movie night. There are so many good titles we haven't seen in a long time. Low Down, Dirty Shame. Yeah. Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Yeah, I remember that one. Cotton Club. Yeah, Golden Child, Sparkle. See, y'all know a whole, oh man, Cornbread Earl and Me. Now that's one I haven't seen in, oh man, I ain't seen that in eons. Meteor Man. Let's Do It Again. Yeah, old Bill Cosby. And Sidney Poitier. I remember that. Yeah. YouTube will slap a copyright infringement on you if you try to do it over here. But, we could probably do it over there on Black Spot and not run into any issue. Oh, yeah. Life. Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy. Car Wash, The Warriors. Yeah, see, there's the 5 Heartbeats. There's tons and tons of movies. So, I'm going to get over there and play around with the live stream and see if we can come together and do like a good movie night over there. Yeah, Car Wash. I remember that. Piece of the Action. The Color Purple. Yeah, see, there's a lot of good black movies. Bucktown, USA, Class Act. Yeah, Kid and Play. Yeah, I remember that. Roots. Yeah, so Spawn. Oh my goodness. Now, that was one my son loved. I remember we watched that together and he ended up watching that thing like 4 times in a row. He loved Spawn. The Preacher's Wife, or Whitney Houston. What's the Richard Pryor movie where he played characters being one preacher? Many characters being one preacher. Are you talking about Car Wash? Because I know he was a minister. He was a pastor in Car Wash. I'm not sure. Yeah, Jones Love. The Wood. Yeah. Y'all know all the movies. See, we can have a good movie. We wouldn't even run out of movies. The Toy. Yeah. Rosewood. Now, I love Rosewood. Sparkle. Mm-hmm. Which Way Is Up? Now, see, that's another one. The Inkwell. All About the Benjamins. Yeah, see, we got tons of movies that we can watch. All right. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about was Rex Tillerson being in Africa right now because Trump done screwed up. See, Trump went out there and said Africa was a shithole. Well, you know, that is on fire going across Africa now. See, the Africans now know what Trump said. Now, isn't it convenient that they got Rex Tillerson going to every country? He's going from country to country, touring and talking to world leaders over in the continent of Africa. Because, you know, Trump had another foot in his mouth moment and got the Africans mad. And I hope that his trip is unproductive and he accomplishes nothing. And plus, I think the African people are sick of the West anyway. You know? Yeah, Set It Off. That's a good one. Y'all y'all know all the good movies. And it just go to show you how much talent we have among our people when you can name so many movies from the past. Right there, good sign that we know we have real true talent. He is wasting his time. Detroit Lives 313. I agree with that. He's not going to accomplish nothing. See, Trump is all scared now because, see, what he said has gone worldwide. And I think he was not expecting what he said about the African countries being a shithole to go beyond his meeting that he was in where he said it. And this is now going worldwide, and they got wind that it's going across Africa. The African nations now know what he said. Now, all of a sudden, this week, Rex Tillerson pops up, right? Okay. Too obvious. Well, I really believe that's pretty much what Africa is saying, and they're afraid of that. Fuck Trump. Yeah, that's pretty much what they're saying. That's why they got him over there trying to sweet talk all of the African leaders now. Yeah, well, see, America and the Europeans had more than an ample amount of time. Hi, Queen True Royal. Had an ample amount of time to do something for Africa, and they have done nothing. So I don't care about their explanation on what they're trying to do there now. It's like a day late and a buck short for America at this point. But the only thing I'm excited about for the continent of Africa is when China finally get them connected to the internet. That'll give us an opportunity to reach out to our brothers and sisters over there in Africa. And it should open up a good line of communication between us and our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. You know, remember, we didn't all leave out of West Africa. Many of our people are still there. So, yeah, I may not like China being there, but that's one thing that they're doing that I do like. Absolutely. Well, that's too bad for America. How the hell are you going to be in there for the last 5 centuries and then you don't lift a finger for Africa? But now that you bad talk Africa to the world, now you're over there concerned about the leaders and talking to the leaders and touring Africa because it's all out of fear. It's out of fear. They know Trump effed up. He effed up. So now it's damage control having Rex Tillerson over there. That's all it is. But I think all of us are just tired of the BS from these people. And then that's the truth. Okay, the next story I wanted to talk to you about was, and now many of us knew that Terry Crews had a sexual assault lawsuit out there against his agent, Alan Bennett. Well, his lawsuit was rejected by the courts. So I don't know if he's going to try another way to sue, but unfortunately, they kicked out his case. So look like Terry Crews will not, for now, will not be able to sue the agent that grabbed his genitals in front of his wife. What they're saying is, let me pull up the article. They are saying that the Los Angeles County Court District Attorney and the Los Angeles City Attorney Office have both rejected Terry Crews' sexual assault case against William Morris Endeavor agent Adam Bennett. U.S. Weekly can confirm prosecutors have chosen not to pursue the case per statute of limitations, according to documents obtained by us. It says the news come nearly 1 month after Bennett responded to 49-year-old Crews' lawsuit alleging that he grabbed his genitals at an industry event in 2016. I don't see how the statute of limitations can run out. And this is just 2018, and this occurred in 2016. I don't know what kind of laws they have in California, but that seems odd. Bennett denied all claims made against him and also said that the Everybody Hates Chris alum wouldn't be able to win the suit because he didn't suffer any injury or no sexual conduct took place. That's the excuse they're giving him. But yet a white woman can come forward and just make the accusation, and that's all she needs to do without any proof. So there you have it. He can't do anything as far as suing because the LA courts has rejected his lawsuit. I don't know. I don't know what time it is in California. I know here in New Jersey it's 3 years. Like if somebody does something, you have 3 years to sue them. But I don't know. I don't know what it is in California where he can only, where the statute of limitation ran out, and this happened in 2016 and we're still in the beginning of 2018. That just seems odd. Yeah. And you got to also remember, he is doing this against a white man, and we know the courts in this country go all out to protect them. So, and that's another disadvantage that he has. It's not a justice system. It's not. There's no justice in this system. Christopher Clipper, there's no justice in this evil system at all. Yeah, at this point, he would have been better off just beating the guy's ass because he can't sue him. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, just on a white woman's word, you go to jail for rape, and there don't have to be any evidence either. Yeah, it is different, fire glows state to state, but it shouldn't really be that way. But yes, in this crazy, wicked society, it does vary from one state to the next. Yeah, you don't have many rights here in New Jersey either. I can tell you that right offhand. Yeah, he really should have. He should have kicked his ass at this point. He would have got more out of that than going to court. Okay. Now, there was another school shooting, y'all. Another school shooting in Alabama that left one student dead and another teen injured. This story came out in the Washington Post March 7th, 2018. One student killed and another teen was injured when a gun discharged at an Alabama high school Wednesday in what police described as an accidental shooting. The incident took place at Huffman High School in Birmingham between 3:15 and 3:30, and it sparked a brief lockdown at the school, according to police and school officials. Birmingham Police Chief Orlando Williams said the shooting left a 17-year-old girl dead and a 17-year-old boy wounded. At this particular time, we're considering it accidental until the investigation takes us elsewhere, the chief said at an evening news conference. He would not say if the suspect shooter was a student, but added it's not a situation where someone from the outside came in. So it had to be a student then. I mean, 17-year-old, it had to be, not unless you got some 17-year-old teachers there, then it's a student. Birmingham City School issued a brief statement on the incident. Two students were involved in the shooting during dismissal today at Huffman High School. The school was placed on a brief lockdown. Police were called to the scene. Students have been released, and police are actively investigating the circumstances surrounding the shooting in a statement. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it's like every few days, there's a new shooting in America. Every few days. And the fact that they're not showing a face tells me it's probably a white dude. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. He had a handgun. Okay, I'm not surprised. America has a serious, serious problem, and the problem is not in the Black community. Their shooting problem is in the white community among the white males, and it's going to be this way all throughout the year. So I don't know what number of shooting this is. I don't know. We could be up to number 30 by now. Oh, they were Black, Craig J. Okay, well, there's a rarity. Okay, they were Black. Okay. Thanks for the correction. No, they're not going to do anything. I mean, really, how do they control it? It's too many people in America with guns. It's too many. When I was reading during the shooting of Nicholas Cruz, they estimate that in America, 200 million people have guns. Now, when you have that amount of people with guns, you can't control that shit. It doesn't matter what they do. You can't control. You have no control over guns in this country at all. Too many people got them. And not to mention, many of these white people are packing arsenals in their houses. They got a ton of weapons, a ton of ammunition. You know, you can't control that. Yeah, 200 million people in America own guns. Yep, 200 million. Well, that's probably the only reason why America has not been invaded at this point in time. Because, you know, Russia said it was when, who was that leader over in Russia? I can't remember the guy's name. He said they were going to, back in the 60s, they were going to do an invasion on the US. Russia was going to do an invasion on the US. They were going to send in 1 million foot soldiers and do bombings from the sky. The only reason why they didn't do it is because communism had collapsed in Russia and they had to back off of the plans. But they said they had these plans on the table to do a US invasion. Yeah, Gorbachev, there you go. They had these plans on the table since the 60s. And in the 80s, they were going to come in on the US and invade this country and take it over. But when communism collapsed, they couldn't do it. They didn't have the means to do it anymore. Well, it was Gorbachev that actually outed the entire plan. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying, crystal clear. All they need to do is get a couple of planes and drop and just rain down on some opioids and you won the country. Seriously, just get up there, get bags and bags of opioids to rain down on America. You'll have so many people high, they won't even fight back. Easy to defeat. China knows what to do. China knows if they got to go into battle with America, just bring some fentanyl. That's all they need. Just bring a ton of fentanyl and drop it all over the battlefield. There you go. You won. Yeah, rain some meth and heroin. That's it. That's about all you got to do to win. No, you know, now crystal clear. While they're raining down all the drugs, we got to load up some super soakers with some lime juice. While they're high in their stupor, we can soak them up with the lime and let the sun finish them off. Yeah, heroin, opioids, and fentanyl. That's right, August Dream. I mean, even I was reading, even it must have been last summer. They said even the US military is having a terrible time with the opioid plague because so many of them soldiers are messed up on drugs. Oh, yeah, they love the drugs more than anything, even more than their own families. Oh, they love the hell out of them drugs. Yeah. Yeah, you be playing, oh, let's play. They'll be spraying water on you and you be spraying lime juice, you know, a lime juice, water, lemon juice combination on them. Let them fry out there in that sun. Yeah. Well, you know, definitely the drugs is definitely a trap, and it's one that they can't resist. They can't resist the drug. You know, they got a video on the soldiers that were killed over in Niger, and they even got the last moments of LaDavid Johnson on the video, and they said it shows all of those soldiers getting killed. I couldn't watch the video. I did not want to see it. But the video is circulating around of those US soldiers that got killed in Niger. I don't want to see it, but some of you might want to see it. I mean, I saw the video. I had an opportunity to play the video and I just didn't do it. I don't want to see anybody die on a video camera like that. I just didn't want to see that. Yeah, the video actually got released yesterday, and a couple of the websites carried it, and I just saw like sort of the beginning, but it really couldn't see anything at that point. But it's supposed to have the shooting of all the soldiers that were over in Niger at that time. And the worst part about David Johnson, he kind of got isolated from the rest of the soldiers. And I think that's pretty much the reason why he pretty much got it the worst out of all of them. That was why. You know, they were able to isolate him. I wouldn't be surprised, Duma S. These people are sick. There's also the video of Cecil, the lion that they killed. They said for the last 10 hours, he was actually tortured for 10 straight hours before they killed that lion. You know, these people are sick. They are sick. You got to realize you're not dealing with real human beings. You know, and that's the biggest problem with our people. We got to understand you're dealing with somebody with an animal nature and not a human nature. Yeah. Yeah, you know, first of all, I don't even think a video like that should be. Yeah, they tortured Cecil the lion for 10 straight hours before he was killed. You got to understand these degenerates, they like to see, yeah, he was a lion, and apparently a famous lion over there in I believe it was Zimbabwe. Yeah, it was. And he was pretty famous because they had Cecil trained where humans could get close to him. You know, that's why he was famous and he was a big tourist attraction in Zimbabwe. Well, you know, they love that. They love torturing and killing things. You know, they just have that sick nature about themselves. Hi, the real Aaron Collins. Welcome. Well, I don't know. I don't know. You know, they just have that sick nature about themselves. I mean, we know that from dealing with them here in the States. Yeah, it would have been nice if he could have got the last crack at him. You know, it's just like there was a video that came out, I think, like a week ago, of the Russians shooting wolf to death, and they thought the wolf was dead. The wolf just laid there and didn't move like for a few minutes. That wolf jumped off the ground and got a hold of one of them Russians. I was like, oh my God, that thing was unbelievable. I mean, he ended up dying anyway, but he got another last crack in on that, on one of the guys that shot him. Woo, that was a thing of beauty. He just laid there. I know what he was doing. He was laying there and playing dead just to get one of them close enough so he could jump up on him. And he, sure enough, he laid there still. And then one of the Russian guys came up on him, and that wolf jumped up off the ground and got the best of his ass. He was like, if I'm going to die, I'm taking one of you motherfuckers with me. He jacked that guy up. You know, it was on RT News. You may have to look for it. I don't know what the link is now. I just briefly saw it maybe like a week ago. Well, there was one of a female elephant, and some guy shot the elephant, and this female elephant was down. But as soon as the guy approached it, she rolled on his ass before she died. She had enough energy to roll on this guy and kill him. She killed his ass, crushed him to death. That video was out there. Now, I don't know if that is still there, but yeah, they went hunting for this an elephant, and they ended up shooting an African female elephant, and she was down on the ground and everything. And that fool with the rifle walked, a white man, walked up to her on the ground because he thought she was dead, and her ass rolled his ass over. She rolled, she put that elephant weight on him and crushed his butt to death. She was like, okay, I might have one more last breath in me. She took her last bit of energy and killed his ass. But remember, during the time of judgment, the animals are going to be able to get their revenge on these people too. They're going to be able to get their revenge too. It ain't going to be just us getting judgment, but the animals that have been wrongfully killed and slaughtered, they're going to get a crack at these people too. So it's going to be a hell of a judgment for them. Yeah, but you know, they do stupid things with animals. You know, they'll kill them and then hang their head on the wall. Who the hell needs to see some animal head on the wall? What a waste. We ain't supposed to have no dead carcasses like that in our houses. Oh yeah, if you notice, they get attacked by animals more than anyone else. I mean, yeah, our people get attacked, but we nowhere near like Esau spawns do. Oh yeah, I know. It's disgusting. Yeah. You know, there's several videos of them getting attacked, especially over there in Africa, you know. I wouldn't even go out in some of those locations they go in to kill. Out there in the wide open with a bunch of wild animals, no. Yeah, they have the heads on the wall, they have the antlers on the wall. I just think that's stupid. I mean, I would never want that crap on my wall, you know, and plus that's a very unclean thing to do. And we're not supposed to have no dead animal carcasses in our houses. We're not supposed to have that. No, I haven't seen it yet, but I want to get around to seeing it sometime this month. But yeah, you know, I don't I just thought it was odd. You know, I was looking at I think it was V Smith did a review, and I just thought her review was kind of odd. She only watched 20 minutes of the movie, and then she started, thank you so much, Ian. Um, she only watched 20 minutes of the movie and then gave a review, and I thought that was odd. I was like, watch the whole movie already. Watch the whole movie and then give a review. I never seen anybody do that. Watch a movie for 20 minutes and then give a review. I never seen anybody do that before. Yeah, yeah, I know. I realize they consider their animal kills trophies, but it's a dead carcass. I don't care what label they give to it. It's a dead carcass. I'm going to give a review. Once I do get around to seeing the movie, I'm definitely going to come on and give a review on the movie. Definitely. Well, I understand that, but I don't see how you can be that disgusted in 20 minutes. I mean, I get it, you know, if you did not like the movie, but at least watch the whole thing before you give a review. You really can't determine how a movie's going to come out by just watching 20 minutes of it. Well, they want to kill anything, y'all. I mean, seriously, they want to kill anything. Well, see, hunting is okay, you know, because you're making use of the meat and stuff. But these people, they kill for sport. They kill just so they can say they shot a lion and stuffed a lion at a taxidermy and, you know, and all that kind of crazy mess. And then have it, or a lion rug or a bear rug. That's, you know, that's still a dead carcass in your house just for bragging rights. I think that's kind of stupid. Yeah. Okay. How many of you signed up for SAM, sam.gov? You know, we were talking about government contracts. I'm sorry. I typed that completely wrong. Sorry about that. Let me get that off. Sam.gov. For those of you that are interested in trying to pursue a government contract. Well, it's called, SAM stands for System for Award Management, and it's what you have to sign up for if you plan on bidding on any government contracts. So you have to sign up for that. A lot of people are doing it because if you can win a contract big enough, then you really don't have to work. You can live off of the money that you get from winning the government contract. And there are many, many government contracts. I saw one. What was it? I saw one, and what they wanted you to do was buy sheets for the beds in the barracks. They just wanted you to buy sheets. That's it. You didn't have to do anything else, but just buy a bunch of sheets for all these different barracks. And believe it or not, it was good money. I think it was well over $100,000. And you know, you don't have to spend that kind of money on sheets. You would end up ultimately keeping a good chunk of that money for yourself. Yeah, you can just sign up for the dunce number. It's free, and it don't take that long to get it. You just go right on their site and sign up for it, and you'll get your number assigned to you. No charge. But you definitely want to get paid. You need SAM in order to get paid. So if you win a contract, they're going to use the SAM system to pay you. So that's why you want to be signed up for SAM.gov. That's how they issue any government money that they're paying out, in the form of an award for whatever you decide to do. Right. So if you have your EIN, you want to go to, let me post the DUNS. Hold on. See if I can post their link. Yeah, just go on out there and sign up for that number. There's no charge for it. There you go, right there, Dun & Bradstreet. And it's real quick. You get assigned your number and everything. And yeah, what they do is you got to sign up for sam.gov. And once you sign up for that, you get your Dun & Bradstreet number and your EIN. You want to sign up for SAM. And what they do is they'll collect, like let's say you have a checking account or savings account, you'll put that information in there. So anytime you win a government contract, they pay you through sam.gov. So that's why you definitely want to sign up for sam.gov. So, if you don't sign up for that, they won't be able to pay you. That's the only way they pay for the government contracts that you're awarded. So you want to do, take that first step, get your DUNS number, sign up for sam.gov. And, there's a few steps in there. It's kind of long. I would say it'll take you, once you get on sam.gov and you sign up for everything and get your numbers in order, it'll probably take you a good 15 minutes to get through the entire application. It really isn't hard. It's just a little time consuming. So that's the first step. And then after you get that, because you're not going to be able to even bid on a contract unless you have an account set on sam.gov. That's another reason why you want to have that set up. And believe me, there's a lot of easy contracts you just can't imagine. There's some that are really easy and they pay a lot of, excuse me, a lot of money. I mean, you can just buy supplies for, the military. That's one of the things you can do. Just buy some, and they pay top dollar for buying supplies for the military. No, not really. You would still get paid. You would get your money. The awards are done many different ways. So, and if you get in on a multi-million dollar contract, you'll get a huge chunk of money. That's why so many people get into construction and finding subcontractors to get the work done. That's a big reason why, because it's a lot of money. You can actually earn a few million off of a contract and end up keeping a chunk of that money for yourself. Well, see, it'll tell you when you sign up. Some awards are immediate, and some, the wait is probably about 60 days. That's the longest you would have to wait after you win a contract. 60 days. And they give you the whole thing. So, some of them, if you have, um, let's say you're signed up and you have like certain certifications, you may be able to get money in advance and then they give you the rest of it. And some people like that, and you're really not obligated to have certification unless you just want to go out there and get it. Yeah, but I'm starting to see that wasn't entirely her fault. I was reading the story a little more. Another story came out about that where she got awarded a $158 million contract, Puerto Rico. It wasn't entirely her fault. Puerto Rico never gave her all of the money. I think she got like $300,000, $350,000 up front, and they were supposed to give her the rest of the money. She didn't get it all done because Puerto Rico did not release all of the funds to her like they were supposed to. So that was not entirely her fault when you start looking a little deeper at the story. But yeah, so the payout it can be immediate or you could wait up to 60 days and then get the payout from the government, which is not a problem. You just push out the work that you're going to do for them. If they're going to pay you in 60 days, then you push the work out 60 days so that you get paid and then you can get started with the work. Yeah, they throw a they throw away a lot of money. Like I said, I saw one where they just wanted someone to buy gauze pads. Yeah, them little gauze pads you can walk into any pharmacy and buy or any store. They wanted that. And they were willing to give somebody $400,000 to get them 1,000,000 gauze pads. I mean, there's no way you would have to spend that kind of money, even on shipping or anything else, to get gauze pads to the government. But that's all they wanted. And some of them is buying. I saw another one, they wanted someone to buy microwaves. for different locations around the US. They just wanted one person to buy a bunch of microwaves and ship them to different military bases around the country. So, I mean, there's some really easy stuff, and then of course, there are things that are a little more complicated. Yes. So, sam.gov. It's no point in looking at contracts right now until you get signed up in SAM, because you're not going to be able to bid on anything until you're registered with SAM. You have your Dun and Bradstreet number, you have your EIN. Once you have that all set up, then you can start bidding on contracts, but you can't do anything until you register with sam.gov. So you definitely want to get that part done. It's all free. You don't have to shell out a dime. All of that is completely free. Well, see, this is why I'm trying to encourage you, Antonio, to sign up, because the hurricane season for 2018 is coming. And if you're signed up, you can get into disaster recovery, doing, emergency disaster work for the government, where you're just sending a ton of supplies down to an area that has been impacted by a hurricane. And if you can get millions of supplies down, man, you can make $2-3 million, and you'll send the supplies down there, and the rest of the millions you get to keep. That's what you don't understand. That's why I'm trying to encourage all of you. Yes, you're going to need an LLC. You're going to need a corporation. That's the only thing you're going to have to pay for, is your own company. But everything else that you do, your EIN, your DUNS, your signing up for SAM, is free. Because the hurricane season is coming. And every time a hurricane hits, they go into emergency mode, looking for people to get supplies down, people that can work on construction, people that can do things like set up radio towers and get computers, because there's going to be a lot of places that's going to be flooded. They're going to need everything replaced. So if you get signed up now and get everything active, when that time comes, you can then look for something to do, on the emergency side. And believe me, they pay out on those jobs, on those contracts, pretty quickly. And this is a time to do it, because in March, there's no hurricane season, but you can be completely set up before the hurricane season happens. And then just tell them that, you want to get into emergency management. Yeah. And you know what? There are places that needs rebuilding over and over and over, like those islands, the U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto, because those hurricanes are always passing through those islands. So if you can get a contract there, it's almost like endless work right there, because every single year a hurricane is passing through and something needs to be repaired. It washes out the roads, homes get destroyed, businesses get destroyed. So it's like an endless cycle of work. Yeah, they're still rebuilding Puerto Rico right now. They're still looking for people to do road work and everything there, because there's still not enough people down there to get the work done. They're still trying to get contractors down there to work on those roads. All the roads are still not back in Puerto Rico. I don't know if there's a cheaper way to get an LLC, but I do know you just have to go to the state government page, whatever state you're in, and see what their fees are. Now, in New Jersey, I had to pay $129, but I don't know how much, it varies from state to state. Every state don't charge the same amount. So it really depends on where you live. And not to mention the hurricanes that are going to hit states in the US. In Texas, that's another location where they're still looking for people that can get down to Texas to do work because of Hurricane Harvey. Everything's not restored in Texas. Okay, yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter where you live. You can get a contract in any state. Once you sign up from sam.gov and you start looking at the opportunities that are out there, then you can virtually put in a bid on a contract in any state, including the U.S. Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. Look, I saw one today where they're looking for a Christian, a musician that can sing gospel music in Puerto Rico, a government contract to go to Puerto Rico and sing gospel music. That was a contract on the site. I saw that one today. All they're looking for is a musician to play some music, and they're willing to pay a hefty. I think it was for like $25,000 for somebody to go to Puerto Rico and just entertain the people with some gospel music. Yeah, yeah, that was out there. Christian singing contract. Yep, that was out there. You'd be surprised. I have seen paper where they want people just to send paper goods, napkins, paper towel, contracts for that, contracts for plastic cups. You'd be surprised. I saw another one contract where they wanted you to ship a lot of coffee to Puerto Rico. Coffee. Now, come on, you guys can do that. You can find a good merchant that you can buy that coffee from and have it shipped down to Puerto Rico. Yeah, they were actually looking for a musician to go to Puerto Rico to sing Christian music. Well, you can't do anything. This is what I'm trying to tell you, John Doe. You have to get signed up in SAM. If you are not signed up in SAM and have an active account there, you can't bid on anything. So that's why I'm trying to get you all to get your numbers, your DUNS number, your EIN, get your company set up, and then get over to SAM and get that activated. Once you have that activated, you can go to fedbizops.gov and you can start bidding, but you can't start bidding until you get set up on SAM. So make sure you get set up on SAM as soon as possible. You could be waiting. It takes the government a while to approve the accounts. When I signed up for my account, it took about 10 days before it went active. Once it went active, now I can go and bid on anything I want. I mean, if you can go out there and look at the opportunities, but as long as you're not signed up on SAM, you're not going to be able to bid on anything. Well, the EIN number like the EIN number, you just need to go to the IRS. So you want to go to irs.gov for your EIN. That's where you will get that number. And you can get your number online. As soon as you fill everything out, it will assign you a number, and you can have it emailed to you, and it's pretty quick. So you don't have to wait in the mail. You can get it. You can do the whole process online and get your number assigned to you. Yes, that's right, Leslie Williams. The EIN is free. Getting your DUNS, that's also free. Your DUNS number, Dun and Bradstreet number, that's also free. And then I think last month I even saw a contract out there for cooking oil. Come on, y'all. See, that's what I'm saying. These things are easy. You would definitely be able to do these things. Cooking oil. That's all they wanted, was somebody to ship cooking oil to the Army. The U.S. Army wanted cooking oil. All right, so that's where you start. All right, so once you're all registered with SAM, then we can start part of the process, and that's putting bids in and learning how to write a proposal, because you gotta learn how to do that too, so you can win a contract. And that's all in this the proposal that you submit. No, SAM is just for you to register your business and your information. That's what that's for. And you're going to provide how you want to be paid once you win a government contract. You're going to put all of that information in sam.gov. So you're going to need a bank account, because it's going to ask you for your routing number and account number. And that's how you'll get paid, through sam.gov. That's why it's really important that you sign up for that. Peace, Ayapo. How are you? Yes. Yeah, they're always looking for all kinds of things, medical supplies, even paper, and sometimes they're looking for people to hire, maintenance people to clean buildings, and you can get like a 5-year contract and hire a staff to clean up buildings. And that's another one that's out there a lot. I see that one a lot. They'll look for a maintenance crew to clean up like a couple of buildings in a location. And those contracts are pretty long. So you can get one like for 5 years and keep a staff there just cleaning up the building for the next 5 years. So some of it is, service type contracts, some is supplies, some is like your construction kind of work, or some type of medical supply that they're looking for. Absolutely. Eric Brown, what do you want to talk about? I saw your message, but you we're not kind of vague. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to ask me? Well, it depends on what you try to pursue. It'll have like different names and emails and phone numbers. So it depends. It's not like you write one proposal and you submit it. You may have to submit multiple proposals depending on what you are trying to pursue out there. And it'll go to different people. And they'll list how you get in contact with them to submit your proposal. A lot of it is just sending it through email. So, like I said, you want to get set up now. This is the season to do it. Because I have a feeling this is going to be another bad hurricane season. Just a hunch. That's fine. You just need an EIN number. It doesn't matter whether it's tax-free or not. It can be. You know, there are some people that are tax-free out there. There's some for-profit and there's some non-profit businesses out there. Yes, you're going to have a business. Yes. And you can get set up through your state. You know, every state has a website. So you just need to look up your government website for your state, and it should go over how you set up a business. And then once you have that set up and you get your EIN number and you get your DUNS number, then you'll be ready to sign up on sam.gov. Yes, there are interior design contracts in there too. Yes, if he has a business that's up and running, yes, he absolutely can. I mean, really anybody can sign up for it. And the government don't care even if you have a prior criminal background. You know, they're just looking for people that can fulfill the contract. So they don't look all in your background to see if you're a criminal and all that stuff. So so if you had a brush or two with the law and you're just trying to pursue something, you would be allowed to do this. So, like I said, just work on it. Just go out to Sam and just read the requirements. It'll tell you right on the website. It'll tell you, you register to do business with the US government. And this includes every branch of government, Department of Defense. It includes the Army, the Marines, all branches of the military. It includes even courts all throughout the country. Many of them need things done. So once you register, you'll have access, even FEMA, all of that. You'll have access to all of those things. And it tells you to, um, hold on, let me see if I can get some of this information. Uh, so you want to create an account, register your business, and then from that point on, you can search through records. Well, yeah, I mean, we can even do that in the next hangout, like how to go out and sign up for an EIN number and how to sign up for the Dun and Bradstreet number. Yeah, we can do that in the next hangout. How to. Yeah, I mean, I have a PayPal. If you look on every one of my videos, I usually pin that information at the very top of you can go into any video and get that information for my PayPal. Yes, you can get more than one EIN number. Absolutely. You most certainly can. Yeah, because I mean, you're allowed to have multiple business. One person is allowed to have multiple businesses if that's what you want to do. Oh, thank you, S Mac. I mean, we're all trying to build, and we're in that phase where that's what we need to do. Okay. Thank you, truthfully honest. No, no, you're fine. I mean, sometimes we don't always look for those messages. I'm just thankful that you did send it. But like I said, you want to start there. After you get everything established on SAM, then we can go through how to look for a contract, how to submit with your proposal, and how to win the contract, because you want to follow up. If there's a phone number, you want to call them and talk to them. So you're going to do everything you can to try to win that contract. Yeah, you can have a 501c3 and still get a government contract. Right. It just means you're nonprofit, but that's not a factor. You can still pursue a contract even if you're 501c3. All right, y'all. We're going to go over contracts again. This is not going to be the last time, especially those of you that are interested. We'll definitely go over this as well. Well, yeah, they'll list exactly what they're looking for. And like I said, if you just want to be the kind of person that provides supplies to the government, then, those are the things you will pursue. If you want to do subcontracting and get into construction, it really depends on what direction you want to go in. Some people are satisfied with just getting supplies and getting supplies sent off to the government. Yeah, yeah. And Kimberly, it's a very easy process to get your DUNS number. It's really not that hard. You're welcome. I mean, hey, we got to all push each other and encourage each other to do whatever we have to do. Yeah, I would love to get over there and do a live stream. That's why I'm going to take a look at Black Spot. Darryl said, the live stream is available, and we're going to, if that's the case, we can do a lot of things over there on Black Spot. Why not? That's what it's there for. It's for us to use and have our own safe space. Just like Darryl said, we have our own safe space over there on Black Spot TV and on blackspot.com. What number are you talking about? Are you talking about EIN number or DUNS? If you're talking about EIN, then you have to go to irs.gov. If you're talking about Dun and Bradstreet, you want to go to the letter D, the letter N, and the letter B as in boy, .com. Yeah, I mean, if I do a hangout on Black Spot, because Black Junction does not have live streaming, not yet. They are working on it. But Black Spot already got it. Oh, definitely. I'll let everybody know. That's not a problem. No, Black Junction right now don't have it. Black Spot does have it. Yeah, now see, Astarte Jones, you're gonna have to reach out to Darryl if you're able to log in. Just let them know that you're having issues. They're real good about straightening any problem that you have out over on Black Spot. Because I had a couple of issues myself, and every time I brought it to their attention, it always, it got straightened out. I did not have any issue with getting things up and running. Right. So it takes about 7 to 10 business days for them to approve your SAMS account. So you're going to be in a submitted state until they verify your information. Once the information is verified, then you go active. And once your account goes active, you can bid on anything you want from that point on. Now, I do have an LLC, so. Okay, so just reach out to Darryl. See if you can reach out to him directly and let him know that you're having an issue over there on Black Spot. And let me know if you still have an issue. I'll try to, get involved, and I'll try to help get their attention so that they can get things straightened up for you, Astarte Jones. If you're having a problem contacting someone over on Black Spot, I'll try to help you out. No, once you sign up for SAM, you'll be able to go to any of the government spots, where you bid. So you can do Fed bid ops. You can go on a whole bunch of different federal sites where you're allowed to bid, and you'll be able to do those. You'll be able to even apply for a grant. Like if you want to get a grant through the government, once you are established on SAM, you'll be able to even apply for a government grant. if that's the direction you want to go in. And those are good because you don't have to pay a government grant back. You don't have to pay any of that grant money back once you get it. No, once you win the government contract, all you have to do is wait for them to issue the money to you, which will be through sam.gov. And then whatever you're required to do, you just fulfill it. But no, you don't have to use your own money. No, crystal clear. Okay, SAM stands for System for Award Management. That's what it stands for. System for Award Management. Yeah, we actually talked about that African goddess in the very beginning of the hangout. Oh, and by the way, if you have any issues signing up for sam.gov, they have a help desk. So you can call the number on the site for their help desk, and the customer service can help you with anything that you don't understand. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, we talked about that in the very beginning of the hangout. Yeah, there's unfortunately too many coons, and they're not going anywhere. Trust me, if you win a contract crystal clear, that's going to clear up any income you're going to need. It's going to be a hell of a lot more than some income. I can tell you that right now. It will ultimately end up being so much you will probably be able to take off a year or maybe even longer, depending on how much money you land. There's a lot of people that get more money on a government contract than they do on a full-time job. All you got to do is win one. Yeah. All right, y'all. You're all signed up. See, there you go. We got somebody all signed up. There. Now you got to do is follow their lead, and the rest of you sign up. What do you really have to lose? I mean, like I said, hurricane season is coming. And when they start looking for contractors, you'll be already signed up and ready to go. No, okay, you're trying to get off of the plantation. I get it crystal clear. No, nobody wants to be on the plantation anymore. Yeah, no problem. No problem. But try to get all of that done. Once you have that done, then we'll talk about the next step when we gather together for another hangout. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and conclude the hangout. I want to thank all of you for taking your time to come. And I'm glad we were able to spend this time together. As usual, it's always a pleasure having the opportunity to communicate with my subscribers. And I just want to say shalom to all of you. And thank you, Vulcan. Thank you for the $5 donation, Volcanus. And I just wanted to say good night to all of you. It was a pleasure spending this time with you as usual. And we will definitely do this again and we'll talk about contracts more. But in the meantime, try to get yourself signed up. It's really important. Remember, without Sam, you won't be able to bid. And you want to be in a position where you can bid on things that you can do and fulfill and get paid for. So, shalom, family, and enjoy the rest of your night. Peace.